Outlaws have got a pretty good position currently in the standings, Rose. What can you really say about this series? I mean, Paris are already out. The Houston Outlaws are playing for some additional points, some map differential to get them a more favorable standing position. If they do end up today with a 3-0, they're going to be pretty damn happy.
I think they're gonna...
Command Center, you know how it be. I do like Cassidy. I thought it would be a little bit more prominent when it comes to picks, but because you can one-shot someone with the magnetic grenade plus just a body shot, you can one-shot a 200 HP target if they don't get heals. So I thought it would be a little bit more prominent. But who is prominent right now is Paris Eternal on the point. Dante is the only Outlaws member remaining, trying to force this point into a stalemate. Crowley just trying to push people away. Pelican trying to go for an assassination. Crowley was hit him with that spear. But the Outlaws have stalled long enough to actually come back from spawn. And Lucamino and Rakatak are dead, so no more heals for Paris Eternal on what looked like their fight.
Paris did buy themselves some time with that cap to actually come back into this one, this full team of 5.
Oh, backline. There's the Terror Show dragging everybody in. Oh, get some damage done. Lastro bites the dust. However, one support remains in creative, holding down the fort, and Merit with that overclock should seal this deal. Paris Eternal once again snipe away the point, but it shouldn't matter. Too many bodies for Outlaws on the control point right now, as overtime is here. I mean, I was thinking of a small little combo. I guess the Disruptor shot with the Terror Surge might be good because you slow people down, but didn't end up working out. Nano on to Pelican. Lucamino needs that fade ASAP. Can't even get to the points, and Outlaws are taking out.
Such a nice long range. Maltho's hunting for him though. Really wants to take out somebody in the back line to give Paris a fighting chance.
Oh.
Can't get there.
Yeah, see you, mate. Yeah, that battalion field's not going to last long. Ooh, Merit. Any more kills for the boy? Maybe another one? Just finish one more off? Oh no, he's not giving it to him. Pelican using the blade. No chance, you dove. And the Houston Outlaws starting off the series pretty strong as soon as they clean up Mouthful. And a rack attack. Nice normal sharpness there. Was pretty good aim from yourself, Pelican. Or sleep onto rack attack should end it. Well, the trickles are coming in. The lamp countered with the beat, and that is all she wrote. Houston Outlaws with a 2-0 on control to start the series off pretty strong.
Yes, I think this is only the second time we've actually ever seen Cassidy this stage too. I believe the first time we saw it was actually in APAC.
Dove has dived into the back line, but might be in trouble. He does get anti-nated, but a brief bubble there from Crowley does save his life for the time being. Luke Firmino not quite so lucky, had to use the lamp on himself, and Lastro just ran him down. 59% amp building for the Houston Outlaws, as Dante looking to go for some grocery shopping, and does bag himself a Crowley and a Mulfill, as Houston Outlaws take point A.
Super fast take there for Houston, and
to Blade, okay. Gets rid of one bubble, spots Lucamino. There's the lamp, there's the death of the lamp, and all bubbles now used by Crowley. He's even hacked. Nice EMP from Dove. Is it going to be able to salvage anything? The Nano still managed to get out onto Dante, who's got enough energy at this point to do some serious damage. There you go, 42 seconds for Outlaw. They, you know, Paris Eternal made it hurt a little bit there. A little bit disgusting. And that was also a little bit disgusting from Merit. Ended Mouthful's life. You saw him got nanoed. Lastro and Creative in the perfect position to kind of defend there. They were in that small corridor, pretty tough. Yeah, look at Outlaws now, Rose. You called it perfectly. Like, Dante not being able to get back in mech soon enough has just granted so much space to Eternal. A big anti-nade from Creative does force that lamp. And in fact, look at this. There's a... okay, well, yeah, swimming the fishes there. All right, that might be it, in fact. A little bit of an anticlimactic ending there. Overtime ticking down. Marvel had a nice little idea of just trying to take care of Lastro and Creative, but not to be. Not to be. Paris Eternal don't get a single percentage point on McDuo in the back line of the Paris Eternal. Crowley is pretty low, had to get that lamp used on him, but that empowered kick from Lastro, a little bit too much for him. Knocked him for 6. And Dove is not really where he wants to be, I will say. Not great right now. He needs to be able to get back to the point, but the Houston Outlaw is just separating him completely. He's now eventually made his way forward as he takes a peek at Creative, sends him pretty low, but that's about it. Houston Outlaws only need that 33%, and now it is Rack Attack's time to try and dismantle the backline. Not going to happen. He just gets his head scrambled by Lastro, as the 33% will come in, and the Houston Outlaws will secure 2-0.
Meta overall. So you may as well get some practice. Dante might not be able to run Doomfist in playoffs, so he definitely needs all the practice on every hero.
Oh, yeah, Krawi, no surviving that one. After a hack too, and a Discord, yeah, you're just taking a lot of damage. Here's the tag team duo. A swift drive-by hack for Pelican, and that lamp going down. You are on the back of the map there. Pretty easy to get to if you have speedy characters like the Outlaws have. And they've been pushing the payload the whole time. So yeah, pretty fast pace they're setting right now. Anybody, Houston Outlaws still marching on forwards. Even Merritt with a pulse bomb in his back pocket if they need to use it, but I don't think they're going to need to. Krawi is holding down the fort, but not for long. He has to get on payload, otherwise that would have been a free cap for the Outlaws. And with the nano on D.Va, especially with the buff that she received, it must have been a couple of months ago now with the micro missiles, but it does a lot of damage. So there's no way your backline is surviving. Pelican has been farming.
All he needs is
a lick of heals. Dante ends up going down. Yeah, I mean, not touching him might be the best option right now. Oh, nice deflect kill. Does he get away? He does. He has it all. Getting about 30 HPS right there. Even with Dante dead, Pelican is just being completely ignored. He do just be killing people. And then Lastro transcends to touch spawn. Yeah, that is... Yeah, Outlaws.
Okay, Outlaws.
Ooh, Dove with the... Oh, what a nice reflect kill by Pelican. Jesus. Look at that. Rack Attack trying to chase the rest of his team with the Transcendence, but just was not quick enough. Genji just cleaning up, and spawn door, spawn door, spawn door. Yeah, Pelican literally calling for the spawn door push. I mean, you might as well. Someone's going to touch, and it looks like it's going to be Dove. But no, taken care of by Creative, and that will wrap it up. Houston Outlaws with a 3-0 over the Paris Eternal.
So a win here is big. It definitely locks up their fortunes inside that top 6.
With Sparkle going over to the Tracer.
Let's not forget about that upfront 100 healing from Regenerative Burst as well. That was a nice buff that Baptiste got a while back. We're in the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to the high ground. The Outlaws getting aggressive. Want to force the fuel back inside that room. Disrupt the shot thrown down. There's an Immortality field already deployed, and Merritt draws first blood. Chio is down, but of course the ever-aggressive Lucio fires back here. The sojourn of Merritt, though, definitely, it's a thing to be feared. Pelican is in the thick of things right now, and Hanbin going down. The Outlaws look to move into control early.
Merritt gets 3 off of the rip. They get that positioning. Merritt gets that superior power and gets those kills. Even with the first one, they have to slowly stagger this out so they can get a good engage.
Hanbin's back, this time on the Doomfist though, Scott. Chio gets caught out in the open for a brief second, but Dante's disinclined to pursue him. Maybe now it's a better time, and it is. Chio is down, Dante's charged up and ready to roll here, and all of the Dallas fuel at putting the ground. Sparkle will be the last to fall, and Hanbin a token attempt to keep the round going. He power blocks, but it'll be pushed away. Okay, Houston, Sailor on the front foot. They really come and take momentum early in these rounds, up against an opponent they know is formidable. They're not afraid.
Houston has won every first fight on every single round so far in Oasis, and that's such a big indicator for who usually wins the round. You get such a big advantage.
An unlikely flip there, Scott, but the Fuel find themselves now in the driver's seat. They have to hang on for the rest of the round. They're dealing with a Lastro sound barrier.
We're going to see the Merritt drop the overclock as Fielder drops the application matrix. Hanbin's down already, just too much damage from Merritt.
Hanbin's so far away from his team, there wasn't anything they could do to keep him alive, and the Outlaws, undeterred by the way their previous fight went, they move straight back in, and now we're in dire straits for the Fuel. No chance to touch here at the end of the round. And would you believe it, the Houston Outlaws start in an early lead. Again, our second map in this series will be Paraíso. And again, an opportunity to see some of that D.Va play. We know Dante's flexed over there. We know Hanbin extremely strong in that role. Around though, and already the cracks are starting to form in this Dallas Fuel defense. Hanbin is brought down. The aggression from the Outlaws again swamping the Fuel.
Merritt was barely even set up. How did that pick come to be?
It was a 4v5.
It's just standing on the high ground, and Hanbin goes down as Houston Outlaws, they have got the number of the Dallas Fuel right now. They need to start finding a switch up, and Sparkle already making that transition back to the Genji.
Fuel already used that sound barrier there, hanging on to life, but Pelican gets rid of Fielder. That Immortality Field is down, and a deflect kill on Chio. Pelican's starting to run wild. And the Outlaws running circles around the fuel. He's smiling, he's laughing, it's another day at the office.
They have to wait for Fielder right now. They do not have the healing to be able to progress forward, but they have the positioning. We're going to get a 5v5 fight on the high ground. Hanbin wants to start getting this tick going.
Geo standing inside the disruptor shot with Ant heals there, trying to build up that ult, I guess. It's Pelican down. Oh dear, Hanbin is very charged up. Dante trying to hold his own if he can, but the immortality field spells doom. The Houston Outlaws are running on empty, and that's one tick to get it done. Now, we have a game.
Same thing, different map. They're going to stick with the exact same matchup. Sparkle on that Tracer, Pelican on that Genji, and this isn't going to play like a normal Circle Royale like we expect, where there's looking for picks, it's about getting positioning. This is going to be about finding those engages as Hanbin's getting incredibly low and Dante's aggressing.
Immortality field down, Hanbin follows soon after. The Outlaws just able to overwhelm this front line of the fuel. The Outlaws want to rely on having Azaya just sort of stay alive forever, but it's not realistic.
Dante to get this one across.
Dante lets it go straight away here. Trying to body block as well in front of the enemy Zarya. Hanbin's going to be brought down on Fielder's immortality field. Not enough to keep them in it. Sparkle's deflect here. Looking a little sad as he gets pasted to the wall and the Outlaws advance. This is a knockdown, drag out, no holds barred brawl. 2 Matrix is down. Disruptor shots deployed. Edison.
Great shot.
Just a crumpled mess now, and the Outlaws, yes, they're able to break through here. Sound barrier from Lastro goes a long way. Chio never got to use his, he was so close. And in the nick of time, Houston come up with the goods. Able to do about it, he goes into the back line. It's a May he has to deal with. The Ryan's still able to get out into the point though. Immortality fields it down, but Chio's missing, and it's going to be numbers for the Outlaws as they push in. Cheeky little stall there from Sparkle and ice block form, but it won't be enough, and in overtime, the Outlaws get their prize. Fielder. Tough to get good value out of an Ant Matrix here unless they round the corner or the Outlaws push into this long stretch, which they will, because they've done it all game, and Sparkle pinned to the wall there. Oh, that's dirty, Merritt!
Look at how far back Fielder dropped that amplification matrix. They are so defensive right now, and as much as we talk about Dallas Fuel feeling defensive, that is pure pressure from the Outlaws right now. They are just head full of steam getting in their face, and the Fuel just do not have an answer right now.
Inspiration.
I've seen Chio win these before.
Yeah. Never count him out. Overtime now, try and keep it going. The blade from Sparkle to come in, but he's taken so much damage already. Dante trying to laser him down, and the Doomfist arrives for Hanbin. Okay, disrupt the shot of the card. Hanbin, big punch there. Dante forced to bubble self, but he gets rid of Hanbin eventually. The Doom is down. Here's the late grab. Fielder in the back gets caught. The Houston Outlaws light him up. 2-1. Both teams with a modicum of aggression, but Houston, I don't know what this confidence is they come in with. We kind of talk about Houston and their tendency to come to this arena against a crowd that's predominantly fuel biased and take a win. I mean, Houston looking to end the series here. And Dallas can't afford to let that happen, and it shows in their play style. Charging ahead, getting rid of Dante early, but the crackback is even worse. It's Merritt finding 2, both headshots.
There was the aggression we wanted from the Fuel, but the Outlaws just able to punish it. We saw Pelican get into the back line, isolate Fielder, and then Hanbin just unable to sustain even after that first peak.
This is Merritt here. 1. 2.
Oh, wow. Well, can't ask for more than that. Up there.
Eventually he does, ascends the stairs, but there's no targets there for him anymore. The Graviton Surge, Hanbin's caught inside of him. There's the Amplification Matrix behind him. Still Fielder and Hanbin fall. The ultimate gets little value. It's only Edison who can capitalize on it, and still the Outlaws are pushing ahead. 35 seconds left. It's going to take a miracle to get the Fuel out of this one.
We talked about it in map 2. Dallas Fuel know how to make miracles happen. Houston Outlaws, dare I say it, have been known to slip on a banana from time to time.
And the hopes of the Fuel staying alive in this series hinges on them maintaining possession of the robot. It'll be an overtime push, and they're going to have to win 3 team fights, if not more.
Merritt with the overclock. How many times has he won fights with them with just this ultimate?
Look at these ults. Houston have all of them. Astro comes in with a sound barrier. Fielder's lost his immortality field already, and Merritt's going to fire up. He's found 2. Who is left of the Dallas Fuel? The Outlaws surge ahead. The bot's theirs in overtime. Ticks down. They say, sorry, Dallas. This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us.
Houston Outlaws always know how to perform in Texas. Able to win this one 3-1 and upset a lot of people's predictions for this series. The home crowd is going home